Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1001 Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay. For a second there, I heard the audio and didn't see video, and I wondered if this had screwed up. Today we are playing The Last Express, which is one of the games in the book, 1001 Video Games Just Play Before You Die. I have heard that this game is sort of like Indiana Jones meets Alfred Hitchcock. At least that's what one of the reviews on Steam said, the sort of short reviews. I actually picked up this game on GOG. It was not only $1 cheaper, but, you know, I think ethically GOG is a little better than Steam, but, you know, I buy and play games on both these days, so, really, you know, half a dozen of one and half a dozen of another. I don't know what the saying is. Anyway, let's just play a new game here. No, not the Orient Express. That's a movie, isn't it? I think that's a movie. Might have Edward Norton in it. But anyway, this is The Last Express. Technically takes place after the Orient Express because it's the very last one that they ever did. Fun fact. No, I'm just kidding. I think they're two completely unrelated stories. Now, this is an adventure game. I'm flying in a little solo. I do not have a walkthrough next to me. So we'll kind of see how this goes, but I might have to shut my gob and actually listen to some of the conversations here. If we get really stuck, obviously, you know, we'll have to crack open a walkthrough, but I'm gonna give this one an honest try. The interesting thing I find about adventure games is once you get past the sort of Sierra LucasArts era, and you start to get into like the more modern Telltale era and stuff, adventure games are totally playable without walkthroughs. Especially Telltale games, I find. It's very hard to get yourself locked. In fact, I don't even think you can get locked in your progress, and there's only a couple of things you can do in every environment. You kind of figure out what there is to do, but we'll see. I have no idea whether this one is going to lock us in or what. This guy has been looking outside of the train for literally ever. I don't know. I guess this is an impressive visual style. I think this is 1997 this game came out, somewhere around then. So it's not full motion video, but it's sort of almost like animated comics with a shell-shaded style. That's a tongue twister. A shell-shaded style. I'm saying shell. A cell-shaded style. A cell-shaded style. A cell-shaded style. Man, tongue twisters are hard. Anyway, this guy just jumped onto a train. Oh, and it was a lady who was leading the way. You know what? He looks like Edward. What's his face? Robert Pattinson. Looks a bit like Robert Pattinson. I guess that makes him me. Okay, so I have a little book. Cath 6 Quai d'Orleans, Paris.
Have come across something exceptional.
Okay, so he's
Orient Express, 7 p.m.
coming across stuff. Paris to Cuba. It's very international. Let's see what's going on here. All Paris was on the lookout for the man believed to have participated in the murder of Sergeant Matthew O'Connell in Belfast Monday night, the subsequent death of Gerald Riley. The fugitive, described as an American of median height, brown hair and blue eyes, I guess that's me, fled Ireland with Mr. Riley in the wake of an exchange of fire. Blah, blah. Brutal killing occurred in the shadow. Blah, whatever. I guess I'm accused of murder. It happens. Let's deal with it. Alright, what do we got here? I thought I could click on this book. Can I click on this stuff? No. No, nothing. Uh-oh. This guy gonna beat me up?
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Hello. Alright. The ruse is still afoot.
Ah, monsieur, excuse me. These compartments belong to the gentleman in number 4.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. Can you tell me which compartment is Tyler Whitney's?
Oh, Monsieur Whitney, excuse me. Your compartment is number 1.
Alright, well, that solves that little mystery. What number is this? 7. Alright, where the heck is number 1? Let's check down here. Oh, I just clicked a bunch of times and it just sort of kept going. This is H. Okay, let's keep going back over here. Number uno. Oh, here we go. Oh, I knocked on my own cabin. Oh no, somebody else got murdered.
Tyler.
Or wait, is he the guy who was accused of murder? Maybe it wasn't me? You know, you're not supposed to move a body. But since we have, maybe we'll just jam him into this thing. Jam him into a footlocker. Can you do that? No, maybe we'll throw him out the window? Is that a thing? Wait, I just put him back where I found him. Now I'm just covered in blood. Now I've just incriminated myself needlessly. Wait. Hold on. Hold on here. Okay, hold on. What do we got? Okay, I'm trying to look at this case, but I guess he's just fixated on the murder. Pick this guy up again. Why not? And what do you do with the body in this scenario? Like, what do we do here? What am I even looking at? Oh, there we go. We just moved him onto a sofa. It's interesting that I guess it's rotoscoped the animation. So it's trying to like look realistic. Alright. Ooh, his secret ball and stuff are missing. Let's check his jacket for clues. No, we don't want to do that. Open this window. Oh, can we just chuck him out? That will probably... Sorry, buddy, but it's for the best. Oh, and he like tumbles down. Oh my god, no dignity in death here. It's actually pretty amusing. I don't know if that was a good guy or bad guy or what. How do we close the window? There we go. Check his... Oh, we're gonna change jackets. Good call. I should probably throw my jacket out the window too. No? Oh, I did. My character's one step ahead of me, guys. Well, now we've just plumb taken this poor fella's identity. Alright. Is there anything else to do in this room? What's in here? We're in the bathroom. Can we wash up? I did have a bit of blood on my collar, didn't I? What am I looking at here? I find this almost reminds me a little more of like Myst or something like that. Where there's like very specific things you can click on to look at. Okay, I'm drinking water. Somehow, I figured that out. Okay. Where I'm also getting very disoriented. I'm looking at the window again. No, I'm looking at the blood-stained floor. Well, the one thing we're not going to be able to explain is all that blood on the floor, but maybe we could just lock our room and nobody will come in. Never mind, if I heard any other conductor, his career would be at an end at the next stop. I'm sorry, Uncle. Stop calling me Uncle. It's bad enough knowing I'm related to you without you reminding me. I just walked right around them. Alright, let's just... Oh wait, where am I now? So confused by the transitions here. Nothing. Okay. Oh, what the? Hey-oh. Well, I just got demonetized. You guys didn't see anything. Nobody report that to Google. Let's see how long I can stay monetized. I think I locked myself in here. Oh, there we go. All right. I'm quite the cat burglar. I accidentally locked myself in the bathroom until the police showed up and apprehended me. A small little child ran past me. Is there a meal car? I could sure use a meal. Oh, and there goes that little boy again. I will say, as an adventure game, it is... Oh, hello? It is interesting to have it be first person and to have all these like rotoscoped characters. It reminds me almost of an FMV game, if you guys remember like full motion video games. like in the early era of like the Philips CDI and stuff like that. I think the Angry Video Game Nerd has played some of them. And there was like a hologram. Sega made a hologram FMV cowboy game I remember seeing in a museum as a kid, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Or like Dragon's Lair. That's basically like an FMV game, but it's also rotoscoped animation. This kind of reminds me of that genre, but it's obviously far more interactive and dynamic. So let's talk to these girls. I cannot. I can stare at them awkwardly. I can loom over them.
Sophie.
Ne t'inquiète pas.
Oh, they're talking about me. You don't look at him, he will never know we're talking about him. Isn't he impressive? He seems to have just come from the outside. Not at all like a European. Jacket open, hair mused. What else? Listen, if you're not interested in small details, you'll never become a great writer. Look at his eyes. He could be a model for the hero of a novel. I like these girls. We may not speak the same language, but there's some way, I'm sure, we could figure out to communicate, ladies. If you would indulge me. Okay, we really can't interact with these two girls, but it's such a shame. Because they were clearly into me.
Thank you for your indulgence. I will bother
Ah, Whitney. You are different than I had imagined.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I ran across an old friend.
One does have the most unexpected encounters on trains. Shall we get down to business? Have you brought the gold? First you kept me waiting, now you don't answer me. I have kept my half of the bargain. If something has gone wrong, I would like to know it.
Nothing has gone wrong.
I'm glad. I trust that you will not mind if I asked to see the gold.
I trust you won't mind either if I ask to see what I'm buying.
To see it? But you know that is impossible. The merchandise will be put on the train at Munich. It is what we agreed.
Good. Then we're even. Herr Schmidt, it's been a pleasure. We'll talk again after Munich.
I kind of like that. My guy had a bit of sass to him. He totally felt like either Indiana Jones or what's that guy's name? Sinclair from The Rocketeer. I forget the guy's Cliff Secord, I think it was. Yeah, he sort of had that like heroic style and stuff too, and oh god, the navigation in this though is brutal. I don't know how to do it. I just want to walk to the seat I was supposed to take. Was I supposed to sit here? The guy was ushering me to a seat. I can like stare at this guy awkwardly.
Mind if I join you?
Why not?
That's like the most awkward intro ever.
I didn't mean to scare you off.
For me, a bowl of soup is enough. I can't take no pleasure in food, while millions of my countrymen go without bread. Good evening.
Well, that was awkward. Yeah, I just joined him for dinner for no reason. Who else can I sit with and intimidate? How do I sit in this chair? See, the buttons, it's really just literally point and click. You can look at all sorts of stuff, but you can't interact with too much. Oh my god. Who am I even looking at? Who's talking? Am I sitting right now? So confused. Let's just get the hell out of here. Alright. I love the sort of like 1930s, 1940s art style. It is also very Indiana Jones. Also The Rocketeer. Cliff Secord there. That is basically like an Indiana Jones movie almost. Like it's similar.
Excuse me. Got a light?
Oh, hello.
Thanks. Haven't we met somewhere before?
It's possible. I don't think I would have remembered.
Damn. We just got played. Saw a man go through the window. He rolled along the tracks.
Excuse me.
Alright. Who are all these people? Francois, please go play with your toy. He's dead. He's dead. All right, let's go. Let's follow these guys into their room. Excuse me.
Monsieur, that is not your compartment.
I like how they just like are constantly keeping watch on who's going, where they're going. I want to sneak into someone's compartment so bad. How do I get rid of the guards? Also, these controls are just, you know, they're not like the worst, but I find like there's no consistent area of the screen to click to like turn around or turn this direction or this direction. It's different on every screen, and it's like I'm clicking in the wrong spots and going in weird places.
Excuse me, monsieur, but this is the last sleeping car. If you are looking for the dining car, it is 2 cars forward.
I thought I'd just take a walk to the end of the train. There is another car after this one, isn't there?
Yes, but it is a private car. Je suis désolé, monsieur.
Can I punch that guy right in the smarmy face? Okay, I clicked too much. If you click too much, this happens. You just walk endlessly. Can I pull this lever? No. I don't know how you're supposed to cause trouble in this. The goal of every adventure hero is to cause trouble and get into some shenanigans. Did that wake that guy up? Oh, hello, we can go in here. Oh, it's the ladies. Oh, and the mother. Okay. Imagine having, like, just private cabinets and stuff.
Doors all look alike.
No
mistake.
On, like, a train. Like, it was just such a different era of travel. These
Excuse me,
days.
that is Miss Tatiana Obalanskaya's compartment.
Yeah, shut up. If I want you to talk. Well, have you guys seen, there's a movie, The Other Guys. It stars Samuel L. Jackson and The Rock briefly, but the real stars are Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell. Hilarious movie. It's older. It's got Michael Keaton in it. I only watched it because I kept on YouTube kept recommending clips of it to me, and I watched the clips and be like, "This is actually hilarious. What movie is this from?" And so I finally watched it. And there's a clip where Will Ferrell tries to say something, and Samuel L. Jackson is like, "Hey, shut the hell up! If I want to hear you talk, I'll shove my hand up your butt and work your mouth like a finger puppet." And I just thought of yelling that to the conductor there. Such a brutal line. Oh, hello. Let's carry this on.
That's bold. Is it customary in America to be so forward?
In certain circles, it's not unheard of.
I must have been moving in the wrong circles. I hope you find somewhere to sit.
Oh, man. Just makes me want her even more, man. The little games we're playing. The flirting is afoot. Alright, that guy's leaving.
Excuse me, Fräulein Wolf. I could not leave the room without paying you my compliments.
Oh,
I'm sure
what's happening?
you do not remember me. My name is August Schmidt.
But I do remember you. It was at Mrs. Lauder's in London, wasn't it?
Yes. You played Brahms' violin concerto.
How lovely of you to remember. And you were with an English woman. Was she your wife?
Yes, that is... forgive me for interrupting your dinner. May I say that I'm delighted that we are sharing this journey.
You're very kind. Good evening.
I didn't really catch most of that, but I hope my character did. Alright, we're now going to try this again. Oh no, we can't! I thought I could be like, hey, I was at that party too.
Pardon me.
Well, I'm not 100% sure where else to go at this point. Can't talk. These people have just been dining forever. And there's nothing going on here.
Excuse me.
And then we're back in all these sleeping quarters.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Oh, wait. He's about to leave this unattended. Oh, here we go. Okay, we got into somebody's room, but it was not as exciting as I thought it would be. How do we get out of here? Oh wait, that's the bathroom. I've locked myself in the bathroom again. Oh no!
Dinner is served in the restaurant car.
Oh, dinner is served. Okay, this could be something. Am I going to the restaurant?
Excusez-moi, monsieur. Service. Deuxième service.
Dinner service.
Servi dans le wagon.
I think this is the way to the restaurant car. We'll give it a shot here. Keep going. Okay. Oh, what is this? What is that? Those are clearly sprites. What do I do with them? Like nothing to do. Can't even talk to most people. Don't be silly. You know we're going to live with your father at Abaddon.
Parce que ton père va travailler là-bas, dans la raffinerie de
Let's intimidate that kid. You didn't see nothing, kid. You say it any different and I'll beat you with a rubber hose.
Décrivez-nous un peu la ville.
La ville.
Alright. Well, I think the point of this game is to actually pay attention to the story, kind of live through a little adventure here, and I think for our purposes, we probably have gone far enough with this one here today. It is interesting. I will grant you that. It kind of feels, we've played a lot of adventure games over the years on this channel, and I've always said, the cool thing about adventure games is they're sort of like holodeck adventures from Star Trek, where they're less about, platforming and gunning guys down and stuff, and more about like living an adventure, living in somebody else's shoes. I feel like this game is actually a really cool simulator of a little train mystery, I suppose, because we don't know who killed the dude whose place we've taken. But I will say I find certain things about this game pretty impressive, but then the control scheme, I just feel like I'm not a huge fan of. I don't absolutely hate it. It's not terrible or unworkable, but it just sort of feels, I don't know, rough, and like I'm getting lost even entering rooms. Oh.
Excusez-moi. His Excellency wishes to receive you in his private car.
His Excellency.
Yes, monsieur. He's waiting for you.
Which car is that? Pray tell?
Ja?
Is it the one way up here? Okay, hold on.
Well, monsieur.
The game may be afoot.
Hello. It seems I've been sent for by someone named His Excellency. That wouldn't be you, would it?
What do we got going on here? Oh, we get to click around and stuff. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm not a huge fan of the...
Unexpected pleasure, Mr. Robert Cath.
Usually people call me Tyler Whitney.
You should take care when choosing a name for yourself. Names have power. The most primitive cultures understood this, but of course it will be as you prefer.
Not everyone has the luxury of choosing his own name, Mr.
Kronos. Whether you are Cath or Whitney is a matter of indifference to me. I am prepared to continue the discussions begun by my agent in Paris, provided that you have the peace of which you spoke.
Is Kronos your first name or your last name?
I have no time to continue these delightful discussions of names. I have brought with me a rather heavy briefcase. I would like to know now if the proposed exchange interests you, and if you are capable of completing it.
Not just at the moment, but I have hopes of being able to do so.
In that case, we have nothing further to discuss. I myself must leave the train in Vienna. In case we do not see each other again, I wish you a pleasant journey to Istanbul, and continued success in evading the British and French authorities. Have a pleasant evening, Mr. Cath. I will show you out.
Sounds like he knows who we really are. I mean, yeah, so the story I feel like is actually kind of interesting, kind of cool. It is like a neat sort of simulator. I would say it's the game that feels closest to me to like reading a book or something. And I definitely could see how in 1997 the rotoscoped animation and the style and all that is actually quite interesting and impressive. Like, were this a 2D game, you could still have the NPCs walking around, going to dinner, doing all that stuff. But for some reason, when it's in 3D, even faux 3D as it is here, it's somewhat a little more impressive that the NPCs are actually going around doing stuff and that there are events you can like walk in on and stuff. I just wish I could interact a little bit more with the environment. Oh, we found something to do. Like now we can't click on anything. You see, we opened it up, but it's like we can't click. So it's like the environment is like weirdly non-interactive. And yeah, I don't know. Ultimately, I do feel like this is kind of a cool game. I might have tried to figure this out as a kid had I had it, but I also kind of feel like the interface is not 100% there. It feels, I don't know, just a little clunky, easy to get lost. I don't know. You guys saw what I was seeing. Guys, am I right? Am I wrong about this game? What do you think of The Last Express? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, whether you agree with me or wholeheartedly disagree. I hope you did enjoy yourself here today. If you did, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, all that stuff. And other than that, I will catch you on the next Orient train-related mystery. Until then, my friends, you all take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon. Alrighty, guys. Peace.